And ladies and gentlemen, right about now, we've got a special guest in the studio. He's taking over the midday show for the next couple of minutes. He goes by the one, the only Joeboy Interview. What's good, my bro?
I'm great. I'm excited.
Yeah?
I feel like I just had a baby.
You feel like you just had a baby? Yeah. Are you trying to like tell us something? Is your babe pregnant?
No,
because we know you have a lover girl.
We're only talking about the album. Okay,
you never know subliminals. You can be saying something but saying something
else.
I'm
reading between the lines.
I'm still very young.
Love it. But Joeboy is going to be taking over the midday show with myself and Nicole for the next couple of minutes. We're excited to have you here. You came in through looking dripping, ice. How are you feeling? The new album is out right now. How are you feeling?
I feel good. Like it's really like nice and fulfilling to actually like put so much effort into something and finally see it like come to fruition.
Yeah,
I don't think people understand how intense creating an album and putting it out is. You have to make sure everything or almost everything is in place before you put out an album, not just like a single. So all that work, all that effort is paying off gradually. The reviews have been amazing.
Yep.
The songs are special. They are beautiful. Everybody's like, I have this song. This one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. And I think those are the attributes of a good album. Like when people have like different favorites to pick from.
Yeah.
So I'm excited and I can't wait to see what this album will do in the nearest future.
Don't worry, it's going to do amazing. I remember about like 2 years ago when you came through for Beat FM Day, we had this conversation about your next album. And it's cool to see that it's finally out right now. But the name of the album is called Body and Soul.
Yeah.
Yep. You dropped the single Body and Soul before you dropped the actual album.
Yeah.
Tell us why you decided to name the album Body and Soul.
So like the way I name projects, I make sure the project is like complete before I start thinking of a name. Generally,
okay,
and I was like trying out different names. I was trying Young Legend. I wanted to do Young Legend, but like, the theme of the album is not really relating to the idea of like Young Legend in general. Yeah. So I was like, okay, maybe not. Then I tried Pon Deck. It wasn't still feeling right. Then Body and Soul just felt like, okay, this actually like covers like the whole scope of the theme of the album. Like, this is actually music or topics that actually come from who I am as a person, my body and my soul.
What are the themes of the album though?
Love, the good parts, the bad parts. SBBM was more of like the good parts of love. Body and Soul has like a bit of edge, deals with betrayal, cheating, domestic abuse, like that. And the idea of money, the concept of money when it comes to love. Yeah. Like the song with CK, waiting me love you, money no day. It's not me saying if you don't have money you cannot love. I'm just saying like, when you have money it is easier to be in your romantic relationship. Yeah.
Facts.
Interesting you said that.
No, but it's interesting because a lot of people like to deceive themselves and talking about like you don't really need money and love, but you need
money, like but I just feel like it should not be like the driving force or the most important thing, but it's
up there in the most important things.
Definitely. And speaking of money and love, this year you spoke about you're in a relationship. Let's first put that out there.
I've said it like
okay, love it. So you're in a relationship and you spoke about how much you've spent so far in 2 years on your girlfriend.
That was a rough estimate.
So please remind us what the rough estimate was.
Exactly.
I said at least 50 M.
50
at least
million.
At least. I don't know for sure, but if we're trying to like
see, that's what I love.
I don't know for
the
sure.
The fact that you can't even remember, it could be more. Oh, your baby's enjoying, man.
Yes, I'm just enjoying.
Shout out
I'm
to
enjoying
your
too.
You're enjoying too.
Hey, God when, no.
Okay, so we are still talking about your brand new album and all things Joeboy. So that song Duffel Bag, what's it really about? Because when I hear the Duffel Bag, I think a girl is packing out of your house or moving into your house.
So it's actually a very, very funny story. I think that was sometime last year. I go on crazy a lot. The unexpected alerts that you thought it was going to be this figure, but it was like times 3. So you might be waking up. It's good to wake up to nice things. You just wake up and you just see a lot. Your belly will just full. Serious. And I saw that, and that stuff, just like what I saw, just gonna give me energy to make that kind of song. Cause, in all honesty, I tick all the boxes. Like 90% of the boxes.
Wait, for what's a boyfriend?
Yeah, I'll be fine boy. I'm famous.
Okay.
I have money.
Okay.
I love
talent.
this.
You have talent.
Energy.
And I'm still like, you can ask around. I'm still well behaved. My head is still in the right place. Like it's very, very hard to, and I'm young. It's very, very hard to have all that in one person. Yeah. So it was just like me bigging up myself. Like, got this bad guy.
I love
it. My wife smiling from ear to ear.
No, you know what's funny is because like. Funny enough, when I say things like this, and Nicole can testify to it, everybody's always looking at me like, relax. But I just like that you are coming with the same energy
because he has Joeboy's money.
Well,
when you say it, I'll be looking at you, my Mamula, and I'll be like, the money is not there yet, so I'll let you be quiet.
Don't worry, don't worry yet. Exactly. Thanks, my bro. Thank you.
It's all in the mind.
Okay, so like you said, you have a lot of talent. You are doing amazing things in the music industry. But if you weren't in the music industry, what other talents do you have? What else would you be doing?
Well, to be honest, like when it comes to talent, I don't know what else I would be doing. I know I like playing video games a lot. Like I'm really good at video games. And I remember before I started actually making music, I used to pray to God that God, please show me my talent. I cannot be talentless because my brothers knew how to run. My elder brother used to play this. I'm like, what do I know how to do? And I kept thinking that, open my eyes, Lord. Show me something. Show me something. And I guess it was definitely the musical talent, and I improved and I grew over time. But what else would I be doing if I wasn't doing music?
Little birdie said you nearly studied mass comm.
Yeah, I nearly studied mass comm actually, but I didn't meet the cutoff. The cutoff was too high. I'm like, come on. Yeah, so I had to do.
Wait, what was the cutoff?
I think it was at that point. It used to be like 70, 71.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think I got like 50 something. So I had to go for human resources and personnel management. But it's all good. That's taught me people.
HR,
yeah.
What kind of HR person do you think you would have been?
I think I actually know how to deal with people when it comes to like workplace environments. Yeah, I know how to like make everybody
scenario.
feel comfortable.
Me and my co-hosts are fighting.
Yeah.
How you deal with it?
I'd say the first thing I do is give both parties an audience.
Okay. Sensible.
An audience, like, what did this person do to offend you? You tell me. You talk. Then the other person too will talk. And I'll be like, and I'll pick out what both parties did wrong to each other, because there's definitely something each party did to each other that made them feel offended. And I'll be like, you did this.
I think you have a future as a therapist as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so you did this too, it's not right. You guys should bond. Everybody has to work in harmony for the progress of the company.
Exactly.
I love it. I love
that. So all those things, I'm sure, all those elements also go into producing a fantastic song.
Yeah, definitely.
Artist and producer, even when making a music video.
Even when it comes to like working with artists, like other artists, too, because there's a lot of ego involved when it comes to making music. So, but when I'm making music with other artists, I always like look at the end product, which is the beauty of the song.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to my mother this guy for this song. Like it has to be like a synergy. So and it works. Yeah.
But regardless, you always kill it, Chad.
Yes, now always now.
Exactly.
Have you ever come across an artist that you guys just didn't gel? It just wasn't the studio. It wasn't going well
in the studio.
In the studio.
That's not. I did like. I did like work with artists in the studio together. They usually just send me like beats and stuff.
Right.
Or they can send me the beats. I've created what I want to create, and I'm gonna record it with them. So I already have like what I want to do there. But in all honesty, not yet. There are definitely some artists that I don't like, for sure. I'm not going to mention because it doesn't really matter. Like there are some people that don't like me too, but I guess that's the way it is. Yeah.
Have you ever rejected a verse from someone?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did they handle it?
How did they handle it? To be honest, like as long as I did not insult you, like it's okay to not like something. I think a lot of people have issues with rejection. Like they feel like, this person says no to me or doesn't like what I do. It means it's an attack on my value. But me, I don't see it that way. Like if I don't like what you're doing, I just don't like it. Doesn't mean what you're doing is whack or not good enough. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah. And that's where I handle rejection too. So
yeah, that's the way I feel like everybody should handle rejection, actually. Yeah. But let's talk about the album Body and Soul right now. It has 15 songs on it. Now, I know usually when artists, want to put out an album, they record like a lot of songs before they, narrow it down to a particular number. So how many songs do you think you recorded before you selected this 15?
I had like roughly 65 to 70 for sure.
Wow.
Roughly 65 to 70. And it was just like a continuous process. It just kept swapping and putting this on, arranging this on, adding this feature and stuff. So we just had to make sure, because my goal for this album is to make a beautiful album. Because when it comes to like pop music, everybody's always like thinking of, every song has to be a banger.
Yeah.
But if every song is a banger, it doesn't feel like an album anymore. Yeah. It's just like a mixtape. So I had to make sure that arrangement was like really, really good. So it's something you can go and listen to again and again and again and again as an album.
Yeah. Okay, so you have a couple of artists that you featured on this song. One of the artists that caught my attention, Ludacris.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Ludacris, superstar rapper. Yeah. How did that collaboration come about?
It was so organic. So when I was on my tour last year in the US, Ludacris came with his family for one of the shows. I was supposed to see him after, but I think he had to leave ASAP. Yeah. But he was at the show and we've been in contact since then. And his wife is like a big fan.
Yeah.
And his family also came for my show in Atlanta. So he came to Ghana like a couple of months back, and he reached out to my team and was like, oh, he's having a camp that I should come to. So he flew us to Ghana. So I made a couple of songs with him for his own like project. Then towards the end now, it was like the music obviously it's Joeboy. The music is great. So it was like like do you have any songs that you feel like I can jump on or connect with? And I played in the first song, which was Chicken Spice and Curry, and he liked it. And that was how that happened. Yeah.
Love it.
In the making. Yeah. So we still got Joeboy on the midday show for a few more minutes. We're going to listen to some music. But you can always find out all the information you need to know across all our social media platforms. Joeboy, what are our social media platforms?
Yes, for sure. You can check out all the information on Facebook, facebook.com/thebeat99.9fm, Twitter @twitter.com/thebeat99.9fm, Instagram @thebeat99.9fm, and YouTube the Beat 99.9 FM.
He's coming for our jobs here.
Of the year.
Yes, it's still the midday show on the Beat 99.9 FM. It's Nicole, Mayowa, and Joeboy on beats. Let's go.
Hey, I love it. Listen, the music thing is already working out for you, but if you want to become a presenter or an OP at any time,
I've come to realize that there's a lot of things I actually want to be involved with. And one thing I've come to believe is that anything that I really want to actively pursue, I can. I can.
Oh wait, so let's talk about that. What are some of the other things that you think you would?
I started delving into acting small. You see from my videos like the duffel bag one.
Yeah.
Like doing the sugar daddy thing.
Yeah.
Body and so I was in like the trenches love.
Yeah.
Where I was in the heartbroken guy. So it's like a plan, like a gradual plan. I'm just like gradually putting it in people's faces. Before you know it now, James Bond way. I'm telling you.
As in literally action thriller.
I'm telling you.
Joeboy the actor.
Don't play.
I can see you having a podcast as well. Joeboy Pond the podcast. Maybe I should stop.
Yes, should I say it? Okay, I should say
it. Whatever he's not saying, Nicole said it first. And I made his
Nice one. You have the vision, you have foresight.
Invite me on an episode, whatever it is, or there's nothing, or I don't know. Anyway.
That's it.
All right. Buddy and Soul, the album is out right now. You were just talking about some of the videos that you've dropped from the album. The Buddy and Soul has a video. There's also Duffel Bag, the video. Which, by the way, that Duffel Bag video had me laughing. Yeah. I was in stitches, bro. Whose concept was that?
So I think everything just came together. But so the idea, like once you listen to Duffel Bag, it sounds like an O1 pop Nigerian, like a Nigerian pop O1 kind of song.
Yes.
Like ticks those boxes. And I was just like, oh, and the intonation I was using on the song was like very, very like Yoruba-ish. Like you say one thing, yeah. So I was like, okay, let me try the Agbada, and I think somebody on the team, somebody on the team suggested that, oh, why don't you like do a makeup like, because like the idea for the song is a man that ticks all the boxes. Yeah. So that's why there was the banker looking guy, the young fresh boy, and the sugar daddy. Sugar daddy was funniest, obviously. Yeah. With the big belly and the beards. So and the director was actually like putting a lot of work on that, and I was just really having fun.
It seemed like it's.
I was having like crazy fun.
Love it. So the album is out right now. 15 songs off of it. I have my own favorites, but I just want to ask you, which song do you think is your favorite song off the album?
Can I mention two?
Okay.
Contour.
Love that.
Contour and Slowly. These are like my personal faves. Yeah.
Okay. So should we be expecting a video for those two songs?
Contour has a video.
Yeah, should we be expecting a video for
Slowly? I'm not sure if there will be a video for Slowly just yet. But the next video has to be the one with Benson and Odumo the Black.
Normally, right?
Yeah.
Some people love that one. Our WhatsApp is blowing up right now. Chukun also is saying, hello Joeboy, my faves are normally Body and Soul, Check My Phone, and Duffel Bag. Oh huge selection from here right now. So I'm sure more great things are to come from Joeboy for the rest of the year.
Definitely. Global Domination. The album just got to number 6 on UK top debuts.
And it's doing amazing things, right?
It's just doing so well. I'm so excited.
Joeboy taking over the world. Absolutely love that.
Deserve.
So for those of you who are still listening, definitely go check out Body and Soul, the album. And Joeboy, what do you have to say to our listeners?
Yeah, so I just want to say a big thank you. Big thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Keep listening to the Beat 99.9 FM. And make sure you check out my new album, Body and Soul, out now on all platforms. And spread the word.
Hey. Thank you. All right, it's back to the music. It's still